Y'all want to know something? It's funny that every time the Ravens are interested in somebody, they wind up signing somewhere else. He was interested in Bobby Wagner. He's a Ram. He was interested in somebody else. And, this goes back a few years. Well, the news came out today that Jarvis Landry, somebody else that we were expressing interest in. I don't like that term, expressing interest. Just go sign him if you want him. He is now a New Orleans Saint. I, for one, am okay with that. For the simple fact that you got rid of Hollywood, yeah. I mean, Hollywood was okay. He wasn't a number one receiver, in my opinion. I mean, for Eric DeCosta to basically fleece the Cardinals to get a number one pick for him, hats off to you, sir. I mean, in my opinion, he was the number one receiver. So we and Lamar has said that he wants an offensive line. I really feel like he can do damage with what he got. You still got Andrews. You still have Duvernay. You still have Proche. Let's rock with them. I know y'all gonna be sitting there saying, hey, man, he don't know what he talking about, man. You don't need to rock with them. They unproven. Okay. But from what you've seen, because they had to come up because of necessity, because of injuries last year, from what you've seen, they can actually do some work. You know what I mean? So, I mean, let's give the guys a chance. Let's give the boys a chance, man. And I like the fact, I like how this team is shaping up. The biggest thing that I'm excited about for this particular year is the addition of Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. I really see us doing 3 safety sets. What does that say about Chuck Clark? I say keep him because he knows the system. We're not going to do a whole revamping of the system. The defensive system. We're just going to make it simple because everybody knows Wink's system was horrible. My biggest concern going into this year, though, and I hope that they fix it sooner than later, is the Greg Roman system. Yes, when it comes down to the run game, top notch. Probably the best of all time. We've broken rushing records that been up since the 70s. With Greg Roman, but that passing game needs some work. That's why I really feel like the pick of Isaiah Likely, I really like that pick. I don't know why. When I seen that we picked him and I seen him on TV, I was like, okay, I like that pick. Because why buy time with a veteran that has injury history? Save that money for something else, something that you need, like another pass rusher to go alongside Adafio Wade while my man David Ojabo was getting his stuff together. He's coming off an Achilles. We won't see him till like October, maybe November. I say don't rush him. You got him locked up. Don't rush him. But it is what it is. If he's up to play, he's up to play. But that's a more pressing need. Because if you look at the schedule and see like the offenses that we're going to go up against, like Buffalo, I really feel like, and to a short degree, Cleveland, and especially Cincinnati, you need a pass rush that's not going to have to be generated because of a blitz. Because as you know, we played some zero coverage last year, and it just torched us. I mean, people torched us because, especially with my man Joe Burrow. He's a Bengal. Forget him, but still. So you gotta be aware of the situation at hand. I feel like the offense is going to take a step forward. I have this feeling that it's going to take not even a step, but a nice little leap forward for the simple fact Lamar is playing hungry. Last year didn't end for him. And if you know his personality, you know about his personality by watching him and by listening to the things that's coming out, he's ready to get back at it. Like if the season started today, he's ready to get back at it today. And then 2, look at the work he was doing in the offseason with Bateman, which I'm high on, with Bateman and Proche. And I think Mark Andrews was there. And I think Duvernay was there. So he's getting that connection with him. Why bring a Jarvis Landry? I mean, yeah, at this point you're paying for a name. He played hurt last year. You don't know how good his knees are now. You don't know you don't know if he can give you a full season because he gonna get banged up at some point. Just look at Sammy Watkins, which I hated that sign. But look at Sammy Watkins. But still, Flop fam, it's cool. I promise y'all, it's cool. It's cool. The Ravens are gonna be fine. I really feel like, even though in some forums and stuff, I've been, there's a couple of things I have against Coach John Harbaugh, but I can't knock the man. The only thing I can knock him against is the fact that he holds on to certain coordinators, certain coaches way too long past their prime. If y'all remember back in 2012, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. Y'all remember back in 2012 when Cam Cameron was the offensive coordinator, and we went down to Washington. They wasn't the Commanders at the time; they was a team of another name. We went down there. The game went to overtime, and we lost. And that next day, Cam Cameron was gone. Why? Because he was holding back the passing offense. If you think about it, his concepts was ridiculous. It was run, pass, punt in that order. Do I feel like we're going to see a similar situation with Greg Roman? If the offense is trash, yeah. But I don't see this offense being that bad. So I'm with the minority and saying I'm going to give Greg Roman one more year to prove himself. It hurt to say that, but that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, he's a Raven. If you had that purple, black, and gold on, you my guy. If you play in the bank, or if you coach in the bank, you're my guy. So I can't even get mad with him. Now, hopefully we don't have a season like last year where, we had to get some heart medication and some Bayer and some all types of aspirin and some because it was rough last year. I think I had more gray hairs in places where I wasn't even supposed to have gray hairs. But it's cool. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we're the flock. That's what it's all about. That purple, black, and gold. That B, that shield, that end zone, the mid, all of that. That's what it's all about. So, man, don't worry about Jarvis Landry, y'all. Don't worry about Jarvis Landry. June is not even here. It's going to be a lot of people cut come June 1st. June is not here yet. Don't worry about a name because his name is Jarvis Landry. Oh, yeah, we got to go sign him. Don't worry about all that because there's a lot of intricacies into signing a veteran player. You got to think about it. It's a lot of, can he stay healthy? What can he bring to the offense? Is he a good fit for the offense? Is he going to be a good fit with Lamar? Is he going to be a good fit in that wide receiver room? That's just a tip of the iceberg of the many things you got to consider. Not saying Jarvis Landry is a bad dude because when the Miami Dolphins was shopping him, I think he was either traded. No, he was signed by I wanted the Ravens to sign Jarvis Landry back then. But unfortunately, he wanted that money. And, the Ravens ain't going to spend big on somebody that's been in the league for a minute. Hey, it is what it is. That's the Raven way. Always been, always will be. But, times are changing. Times are changing. And if you look back to let's do a compare and contrast real quick. Think about the history of the wide receiver position of the Baltimore Ravens. If my memory serves me correct, receivers that we drafted, let's go back. Mark Clayton. I don't think he had 1,000-yard season. I don't think he put 2,000-yard seasons together. Derek Mason is the one that held records. And he was a former Titan. Mike Wallace had 1,000-yard season with us. And Steve Smith, which that was my favorite signing. I was like, yes, let's get it. But we need a situation that happens just like back in, I want to say 2013, 2014, when there was a fax machine snafu in Denver and we caught up with Elvis Dumervil. That was the best signing in a long time by the Ravens because the tandem of Elvis Dumervil and Terrell Suggs, that was a great tandem. I can't even knock it. I really can't. So Do we need a veteran wide receiver? Maybe, but that's not at the top of the list. Because you still got Andrews. You still got Duvernay. You still got Proche. I mean, then you got the rookie who I'm really, like I said, like I'm high on, Isaiah Likely. I'm high on him. I don't know why, but I'm high on him. I really think he can do something. But the pressing need, honestly, is pass rusher. You need somebody that's not only going to set the edge, but is going to actually get home and get to the quarterback. Let me tell you something. When Wink Martindale said last year that sacking the quarterback was not a priority, I know he didn't use those terms, but this, I'm just paraphrasing. When sacking the quarterback was not a priority, I was like, oh man, you done. Because you got to sack the quarterback to stop a drive. Let's be honest. Sack take between 8 and 10 yards away from the opposing offense. So a pass rush with that secondary that we're getting ready to put out there, barring good health and nobody's injured and all that stuff, they know everybody can come back and be the form. With a good pass rush in that secondary, why do you need receivers? You need a pass rush, man. Y'all might not agree with me, or you will agree with me. But let me know. Put it down in the comments. Like I said at the top, this is the Purple Power Podcast, man. And we're gonna be doing a lot of shorts like this, just quick rapid fire, so y'all can, get involved. Because I don't believe in doing long videos. I want to be able to catch your attention and then be on out. So again, this is Fonz with the Purple Power Podcast. Y'all have a good day and see you soon.